Aries, hi. I'm going to do a general reading today, and as for the next week, and it is a general reading. It may not resonate for everyone, but if it does for you, I'm doing an extended reading, and the information for that is in the box below. All right, I'm going to start with a Celtic deck, and I'm sorry, with a Llewellyn deck and a Celtic cross layout. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because I do as well as doing these general readings once a week, I do love readings, and I do soulmate reading and prosperity reading once a week. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and you'll get notifications of those readings. Also, I'm now open for taking personal readings, and the email for that is in the box below. All right, we're going to get started, Aries. So as a guide into the reading, I will be clarifying as we go along with the, in this reading with the Llewellyn deck, and also be bringing in oracle cards from the Wisdom of Avalon at the end. All right, so we've got the Four of Pentacles showing up here as a guide for you. Let's see what that's all about. We've got the Temperance and the Universe showing up. So it looks to me like you're moving into a new cycle. You're moving into a new area of your life. And with the Universe showing up there and the Temperance card is like, and the Four of Pentacles, you're coming from a place of having built a pretty strong foundation for yourself. And I kind of feel like you're very grounded, and you're taking your time, you're weighing things out, you're checking things out, you're being patient as the old cycle's coming to an end and this new cycle for you is beginning. And with this new cycle, I can see more things kind of opening out for you, like kind of a lot of your world shifting. We've got the Emperor in an influence card above you right now, along with the Two of Wands, which tells me that you're kind of relying a lot on your own intellect and your own clarity in terms of where this next cycle is taking you, but you're sort of getting a bit of intuition and a bit of kind of sort of almost psychic vision, or whatever you want to call it, to try and see if you can sort of see a little bit further into the future, because there are things that are already showing up in your life with the Knight of Cups in the immediate past and with the Two of Pentacles. So this is really awesome for you, Aries. I can see, because what I saw in the past when we were doing your readings was a need to create a balance between the heart and the head kind of thing, and between creativity and love and and a desire to create a solid base for yourself, which now I kind of feel like you're there, and I feel like there's a balance now that's happening, and because of the balance happening, I can see kind of projects coming your way, but on a creative level. We've got the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles there. So once again, I think these creative projects will have to do with, career, work, money, building the future. And with the Sun there, it feels like things are a lot clearer for you now. You feel like you're out of the dark, out of the shadows, and moving more and more into the light. In terms of being able to sort of get a handle on, being able to see where things are going, because I think, as I said before, it felt like it was a bit off balance. We got the Empress card showing up at the base of the reading, which is awesome, and the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands showing up in the Empress, I feel like it's time for you to be expanding in terms of putting, because now we've got the balance there, as I said. So, and with the Empress above you. So with the Empress, you've got the Empress and the Emperor. So there's the balance right there between the Divine Masculine, the Divine Feminine energies. This is not male or female gender. This is the energies within you. And therefore, I can kind of feel where the creativity that you longed for and this desire to express it and put into the world is now starting to show up for you. Okay, so that's really cool. You got the King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in your near future, and with that, I can see opportunities coming your way to kind of really keep you on your path and make, bring more passion into your life, bring more passion into your path. I don't see this as a romantic reading. Just checking it out. I definitely don't see it as a romantic reading. I see this more around sustainability, job-wise, and, money-wise. So I think this is kind of what you envisioned and what you kind of asked for and what you hoped for, was that something would show up that would be kind of bringing in, more income for you and an opportunity for more income, and still being able to follow some, the passion on your path. We've got the Three of Cups and the Ace of Wands showing up here, and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is new beginnings for sure. So the new cycle for you that I talked about feels to me like it's more about moving you more and more on your new path, which seems to me a balance between the creative and the practical, or the creative and the what's the word I'm trying to think of here, can't think of it. Anyway, the practical will do. Okay, so you got the Three of Cups showing up in the Ace of Wands, so definitely a new path for you, and new opportunities for you coming, new opportunities for money. So that's exciting, yeah. And the Three of Cups showing up, so I feel like you're going to be working on kind of a dream team too, because you've moved more into the creative side of opportunities coming. I feel like there's going to be people there that you're going to be working with that you'll be creating something together with in a really exciting kind of way, and a really creative way. We got the High Priestess showing up in your subconscious down here, along with the King of Cups. So once again, we've got the balance going on here. We've got the balance between creativity, between manifesting it in a practical earth kind of plane in your life, and in terms of practicalities, which is important to Aries, I mean, as much as you're creative, you also have this desire to kind of stay balanced. And then you got the High Priestess, so intuition. So intuitively moving more and more in this next cycle, and less just relying on, kind of your own intellectual way of setting up plans. So this is having a little bit more insight, which is what I saw up here already, influencing you. You've got the Star in your environment, and the Two of Cups. So following, I think you're being guided in this to make being guided into choosing more and more to work together in harmony with, people that are lined up more with your heart side and your creative side than with your kind of head side and your thinking side. Because I don't see any swords in here. So sometimes when you look at a reading, it's not just what's there, but it's what's not there. And actually, I don't see any swords. Oh yeah, right at the end, but that's it. There's no other swords here, so that's interesting. So really moving much more in line with your intuitive connection to the universe, and making choices based on that, and kind of waiting for signs, waiting for messages, connecting, communication that way, and then making moves that you feel kind of more guided to make. You've got the Seven of Cups showing up in a position of your hopes and desires. So there's this new cycle. It's very exciting, and it is in a position of what you want as well. You kind of want to reframe the things that you're starting in your life in this new cycle, and you want to see them in a much more creative, like creative keeps coming up for me in this, creativity, which, as I said, I felt was missing in the past for a while there. So in a much more creative, heart-centered, emotional kind of way, where you are more involved in what you're doing, and you're not just kind of delivering or doing, right? And as a result of all these shifts, in your outcome card, I see the Five of Swords. So I can see where you're not resisting this at all. Like you're not, this is like opening up for you in terms of not having to be defensive, not having to use some way of protecting yourself. So we'll see where that takes you on this next path when we do the extended reading. Okay, we'll take a look at that, and we'll take a look at, with this King of Cups and the commitment, that's being made towards putting this new energies out into, out into the world, along with King of Wands. So we'll take a look at that. So I'm going to leave it at that, Aries. It looks really cool. And I'm just going to draw a couple cards from the universe, from the Wisdom of Avalon now, from the Oracle deck. And we've got the Earth Fairy, which, as I said, for an Aries, sometimes I kind of think of Aries as being the earthiest of the fire signs. And that's what I see here with the Earth Fairy. So this is about grounding and foundations. And it's about physical health. Because I think with this new balance that you've kind of reinstated in your life, it's going to be, pay off in dividends in terms of your own physical health, anxiety. Anxiety is a word that comes up for me. And just being able to kind of be, as I said, more relaxed. All right, I'm just going to draw one more card from the Wisdom of Avalon here for you. We've got risk. So that's good. You're built at this solid foundation, as I said, and it's also showing up in the Oracle card. So the risks that you'll be taking at this point are the risks that are necessary to move on this new cycle and to move on this new path. So the risks that you'll be taking is that exactly. The risk is to move on to this new path. All right? Which I feel like you're very well situated for. And the new path incorporates creativity. So it's very exciting. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, Aries. And if this does resonate for you, then, as I said, I'll be doing an extended, and the information for that's in the box below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you get notification of my other readings. And I'll see you next week.